the whole drug program. Here's a beautiful example of tying in the war against drugs, of tying in civil liberties, personal freedom on one hand, and private property rights and economic freedom on the other. Because both of them are going down the tubes as a result of the totally insane war against drugs, which is not going to win, hasn't won, not going to win, it's hopeless. And the result is, of course, to get the government in every aspect of our life. It's very much like Prohibition in the 1920s. It's outlawing liquor, and then shooting everybody who mobilizing resources of the government at every level to seek out liquor, pry it out, kill anybody who has a still, and all the rest of it. And it means also, of course, that it doesn't outlaw prohibition, doesn't outlaw liquor, it simply drives it underground and gets it lower quality. Of course, there's no quality control in the black market when things are prohibited, so you get people dying from methyl alcohol, the poison kind of alcohol, and things like that. You don't have Seagrams selling their brand name in an illegal situation. So, and the whole thing is essentially a scam whereby, well, two things. One is a scam whereby the government is on the take. I mean, the reason why we're not going to repeal the war against drugs, we're not going to legalize it very soon, is the whole darn government is in on the take. I mean, from the feds to the police to the Drug Enforcement Administration, all the rest of it, and foreign dictators and everybody else. This whole vast network, a whole business of being in on the take because of the outlawry of drugs. Ron Paul made, I think, the best single statement of his campaign, which will come back to haunt the drug war people, because the media remembered it, is if the government can't even keep drugs out of their own prisons, how can they do it anyplace else? Everybody's in a cage and they still can't battle it. So, and the result of, in addition to not succeeding on the drug front, as a matter of fact, the drug addiction problem has increased in proportion to the amount of resources the government has put into fighting it. In addition to all that, of course, they're using it in order to tyrannize over everybody's financial records, over everybody's bank account. You can't use cash. You use cash. Hey, you got a wad of cash. That means you're a drug dealer. Why else would you use cash? Why else would you use the beloved government banks? Okay, so this is a move towards a method of moving towards exchange control and trying to outlaw cash and all the rest of it. And nobody has, and people, and Ron Paul would meet media people and so forth, and government officials, even they admit this. They admit it doesn't work. They admit, and they still, of course, have to be publicly committed to the so-called war. Eventually, it's got to crack. I mean, what proportion of the gross national product we have to invest in the drug fight until the whole thing is seen as hopeless? I mean, 50%, half of the GDP going into the drug war. I mean, whatever it is, the whole thing is ridiculous. Okay, so we can be in the forefront on the drug question, which we have been. I think we've done that.